Who is Lady Junie, aka Junie Platinum? Lady Junie was born as a country girl in the parish of St. Anne. She attended Golden Grove All Age School and also Monique All Age. After passing her exam, she migrated in Kingston where she attended Immaculate High School. She has 2 sisters, 3 brothers. Her mother's name is Irene Green. Her father's name is Joshua Campbell. With uncles and aunties, Lady Junie was born and raised up in the church. After finishing her school of Immaculate High School, she started a little summer job at King Street. The name of the store was Shirts Unlimited, Builders Arcade downtown in 1986. Ambitious little girl as I was, from I was a child, I always loved to do music. As a child, when the commercial come on the radio, I would have danced and sing them with a popular one named Chiffon Baby, You Doing Me Good, like I know you always should. You know, as a little girl, I always rehearsing the commercials on the radio, dancing and singing the commercials on the radio as young as 4 or 5 years old. At the tender age of 5 years old, Lady Junie and her brothers and sisters always sing in the church at Sunday school, especially when they have Christmas concerts. We would have participated in such. My brother name is Samuel. My sister name is Judy. My sister is also an actress. My brother at this time, he is a singer, but he sings in the church. My other sister Donna, she's also a singer, but they mostly do their singing in the church. But my sister Judy, she is a professional actress. She acts with the likes of Adele, Sita, Shibata, Bashment, Granny, As You See Me, Gimme, The Driver, and many more. Talented family as we go along the journey and the life of the original Lady Junie. We will be right back. As I take active part in the church, even in the church, my mother, everyone know her as Miss Irene. She always sing in the church. She was the main singer in her church assembly. So every end of year, as a little girl, we always look forward for our Christmas concert. So my mother would have contacted her brother abroad to send clothing for us as 6 children, because my mother has 6 of us. So therefore, she always sent abroad to her brother to get clothing for us for the Christmas concert. At that time, I was only 5 years old. My brother Samuel was only 6, and my sisters going down 4 and 3. We were so young at that time, but were a little bit and gifted. My brother Samuel was the little red bow tie, little short man, because my brother is so short. As a Samuel, he's about 5'4", and he was a little red bow tie man. So when the people see him entering the church as a little one, everybody looking out for Miss Irene children to participate in the Christmas concert. And you know, when we enter that stage, the rest is history. People in the district of St. Anne, when they saw that I became an artist, they knew it was going to happen because they have seen it from a tender age, and it is coming from a bloodline. My mother always loved to sing. Sing in the church, sing at home, dance and sing. My mother was just someone who loves to dance and loved to sing. I also have a younger brother. His name is Derek. He lives in Europe. He also sings reggae in Dutch and French. He enters competition in Europe at a tender age and had won the contest. He is living in Holland. His name is Daddy Jim. For all the people who lives in Europe, you may be familiar with Daddy Jim. That is original Lady Junie's brother. My brother Kirk, my younger brother Kirk, is also a music selector. His name is Kirk Mental. Many people may be familiar with Kirk. He is also a selector in his younger days. Irene's children are very, very talented. Let's move forward in the music industry of your legendary original Lady Junie. Starting in the music industry, I was introduced to King Jammy's by John Wayne and Josie Wale. And I can tell you the rest was history. At that time, I was still doing my little summer job at Shirts Unlimited downtown. Introducing to Jammys the first time, I wasn't introduced as an artist. I was just passing through the studio. At that time, Jammys was doing what the hell the police can do. Then I put my hands up. I said, I have a match for that song. King Jammy said, let me hear what you have. And he gave me the rhythm and said, go home and write the lyric and come back. Can you come back tomorrow? I said, yes, King. I went back with the lyric well written out, and this was the song. Me, I go tell you what police can do. Yes, me, I go tell you what police can do. Me, I go tell you what police can do. Man, after me, wash and cook for you. Me press out your clothes, make it look brand new. Me give you a lot of loving that's romantic for you. When me take a stock, you gone with Mary Lou. You thump me na me eye, make it black and blue. I ask what the hell the police can do. But me, I go... Yes, that was my first recording at the great legendary King Jammys. Everyone knows that when King Jammys recorded songs and it is hit, right away the next day it is on air. So the next day I'm hearing the great legendary Echo Minor, what the hell the police can do, and then you hear me, I go tell you what police can do. As a young girl that working downtown in Shirts Unlimited, my song was already getting airplay. It was my blessed season and moment to hear my music on the radio. Can you imagine how happy I was? Then someone introduces me to the great Chinna Smith. Chinna Smith, he was a great guitarist for Bob Marley and the Wailers. He used to keep reggae shows at Waterfront downtown. Someone introduces me to Chinna Smith to get to perform on one of those free concerts he used to keep downtown at Waterfront every Friday evening. So Chinna Smith gave me the opportunity to do my first performance downtown at Waterfront. It was a free concert. So I came out and I sing my song. Me, I go tell you what police can do. Yes, me, I go tell you what police can do. Man, after me, wash and cook for you. Me press out your clothes, make it look bad. The whole place lift up. The whole place mash up. Everybody screaming and says, it she sing that song. You can imagine when Jamaican heard a song that they're hearing on the radio for the first time, the person performing. The rest was history. After such shows and my song that was playing on the radio, I was introduced to lots more producers. And as you know how the music industry go in Jamaica, I've been recording for other producers likewise. But my biggest break came when I record for King Jammys, and then someone else introduces me to the great legendary King Tubby's. John Wayne took me to King Tubby's studio. Then the career took off right there and then. Within 3 months, I have a bus career. The song goes like this. Me say you not get me punani, not get punani, you not get me punani, not get me punani, not get punani, you not get punani, not get punani, say you not get punani. Not because you get Angie boy, not because you get Susie, not because you get Faity. You think you coulda come get Lady Junie, and you know when Tubby's put that out, a Garnet Ghana Road, and at the same time King Jammies have one. Give me punani, one punani with the great legendary Admiral Bailey. So Tubby's and Jammies was now in a competition running neck to neck, tune for tune. So Jammies have the Admiral Bailey, Gimme Punani, and Tubby's have the Lady Junie, Nah Get Punani. The two songs are go neck for neck, neck for neck into America. That is when I get my first American tour. That song took New York by storm. Promoters, I remember promoter like Clinton Lindsay came down searching for original Lady Junie, Nah Get Punani, because all of the man them in a foreign requesting that girl to come perform for American people. And that was the happiest day of my life, because I could not believe within 3 months after King Tubby's put that song out, I was booked on tour and show for New York City. During that time period, while they are looking about the work permit for me to travel, I started to tour on King Jammy's sound system, 14 parishes with the likes of John Wayne, Josie Whale with the King Jammy's sound, and I am freestyling on the sound and mashing up the place. When I draw, tell you what the police can do, the place not normal. When I come back and draw, Nah Get Punani, the place not normal. King Tubby's and King Jammy's neck to neck, two big giants in the music industry as recording producers. In those days when you're on sound system, you have to make up lyric on the spot, especially if you're in a clash. In those days, jammies have clash, so we have to have lyrics ready. We have to make lyrics on spot to jump on the sound system and mash up and clash against another sound right there and then. My wings were spreading even further because people international get the clash on mixtape, get the clash on cassette, get the clash on video, and more people around the world in Canada, more people around the world in the UK ready for Lady Junie. They said this little girl is hot. Now the tour came, and then we are on our way to New York City. The title and the name of the show was Kingston 11 Rock. I don't know how many people remember that show, Kingston 11 Rock. At that time, Yellowman was the kingpin in dancehall. Yellowman was the king of dancehall in that time. So the tour lineup was with a King Yellowman, a Josie Whale, a Super Cat, a Lady Junie, a Early B. I don't know how many people remember Early B. Early B. I don't know how much people remember the great legendary Early B. I can tell you Early B was one of them who make sure I was on that tour. I must say, may Early B's soul rest in peace. I remember Early B at that time. Early B is the original doctor for dancehall. Early B say you're going to be the nurse for dancehall. Me and the doctor, you gonna be the nurse. So all the doctors that are there, Early B is the original doctor for dancehall. May his soul rest in peace. When we went to New York City, it was not normal. I remember entering that stage, I could not draw my hit song first. You know, you have to sing it song last. When the MC said the lady that tell the man them say you not get no punani is here with us, the crowd lift up. Nobody could not believe a little Lady Junie that just bust the other day would have erupted New York City like that. After traveling the U.S. and performing the U.S. right there and then, promoters booking me right there for tour and shows in Canada. My hands were full of shows, left, right, and center. I must proudly say thanks to the great legendary King Jammys and the late great King Tubbies. You have made Lady Junie who I am. Right up until now, I am hurting inside the way how they have actually killed the late great King Tubby. He was the main backbone behind Lady Junie's career. After returning from the US to Jamaica, back to the King Tubby's table, there goes the song I did for King Tubby's again. The title of it is Jamaican Man. Lady Junie and the Jays, back in those days, the group, the Jays, were a top group. The song goes like this: Jamaican man, them a pepper and spice. Some of them bad while some of them nice. Jamaican man, them a pepper and spice. Some of them bad while some of them nice. Lady Kingston man, them a ragamuffin. 24/7 them want good loving. St. Catherine man, them a nice man, but them always a problem with them woman. But Jamaican man, them a pepper and spice. Some of them bad while some of them nice. Jamaican man, them a pepper and spice. Some of them bad while some of them nice. Lord Clarendon man, them a did and them the young man no fit take care of woman. Manchester man, Lord say them no easy. Everywhere then go, lad, then girly girl. That one went #1 right away in Jamaica. Then here comes another producer out of Canada. His name is Bunny Gemini. Came to Jamaica, searched for Lady Junie and says, we need you in Canada. We need you to record for us. Right away, he get the rhythm, bring the rhythm to me, pay me to do the song. I was like, oh my God, what a blessing. Right there and then Bunny Gemini gave me the rhythm and says, I'm going to sing a song. And he says, yes, I want you to record. And it's a collaboration with you and Tristan Palmer, and the song goes like this. When I hear the rhythm, I came up with the lyric: come on baby, let the good time roll. Come on baby, let me chill your soul. Come on baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night mix. After me come from me work, feel mash up. Me rushing on me kitchen fi catch up me stomach. Little of that, Lord, me hear a knocking. When you rush to the door and go fly it up in. When me take a sucker, my man him come in. What him do? Come in at the house, take the seat on the floor. Me say, stop senior, you know she cheer galore. Him say, Lady Junie, can you ride me 254? Me say, what you want it? That song was recorded with Lady Junie and your great legend Tristan Palmer. That song went #1 in Canada in no time. The vibe was right, the mood was right, the lyric was right, the groove of the rhythm was right. #1 that went for Tristan Palmer and Lady Junie. We toured Canada immensely. After that song went #1 in Canada, they put on a show in Canada with the likes of the great Tristan Palmer, the likes of the great Josie Whale, Papa San, Lady Junie, and the list goes on. We take Toronto, Canada by storm. I can tell you something, Canada loves me a lot. I was just in and out of Canada, Tour, Toronto, Montreal, and the whole works. I was just in and out of Canada. Song going #1 everywhere. After returning from Canada, there goes the other recording song, Bowcat. The boy a let up the money cause him no want me fi chat. Want me fi chat say the madam Bowcat. The boy a let up the money cause him no want me fi chat. Want me fi chat say the madam Bow. The boy a let up the money cause him no want me fi chat. Want me fi chat say the madam Bowcat. Lady Junie catch the boy pan the spot. Pan the spot just a eat the Bowcat. Me nah talk the cat we run go catch the rat. Me nah call no name cause you know the immediate. The boy a let up the money and everybody knows the version of Shabba. Them bow, them me hot like fire out the road. As I returned from Canada, there goes I recorded Bowcat. And when I recorded Bowcat, you know Shabba was on the rhythm. And Shabba was a hot slate them time. The rest was history. I am just in and out of foreign every weekend, foreign, out of the blues. God Almighty open some kind of door. I am giving you the history of the original Lady Junie in case you forget who Lady Junie was. We'll be right back. I was very blessed to be around the two top producers in Jamaica in the 90s and in the 80s, the great late King Tubby's and the great legendary King Jammy's. In that time, I was around the two best producers ever. And I will use the word and say ever in the 90s. None go around Jammies. None go around the great late King Tubby's in that time and season. They were the best ever. Once they have you recording, you cannot miss. You cannot die for hungry because these producers both produce the music and they also promote your music and make sure they get airplay. Jammies, I love you. I salute you, King Jammy. I must say, King Tubby's had my career on the peak and on the top of the game. I was running it as a female dancehall artist underneath the banner of the great late King Tubby's in the peak of my career, in the top of my career when Tubby's setting up everything in place for us to take the world extra by storm. There come Tubby's demise. In the dance hall, it was just Tubbies and Jammies running the place hot, tune for tune. Tune for tune, tune for tune. I was just between both stables, King Tubbies and King Jammies. Tune for tune, radio for radio, everything going on fine until I was on tour to get the sad news that my producer, my top producer, has passed. Not by the act of God, but by the act of man. Can you imagine how hurt I feel as an artist to know the man who actually investing in my career is with us no more? We will be right back for more. After the death of the late great King Tubby's, I took it to heart. When I said I took it to heart, I really took it to heart. I have found a father in the music. I have found an uncle in the music. And coming from tour to come see and hear what I hear about his passing, I took it to heart. I was just a young girl just turning 21. So anyone who knows about when you're just 21 years old and to come here and see this, I took it to heart. I am telling you, my fans, I am telling you, my people, I am telling you, reggae lovers, I took it to heart. They took my greatest. They took my mentor. They took the late King Tubby's out of my life. My career never be the same. During that period of time, mourning the death of the late great King Tubby's, I was still hot in the music industry, so I am still touring, entering his funeral, still touring. Then came the great show, Sting. We will be right back for Sting. There goes Mr. Isaiah Lang booked me for Sting. After booking me for Sting, he says he would have loved to manage me with Pinchers. So right there and then, Isaiah Lang was managing Lady Junie and also Pinchers. So even though the late great King Tubby's has passed, Lang took up the booking agency thing, booking for Lady Junie and also Pinchers. So I toured California, toured a few places with Pinchers. At that time, Pinchers was the hottest singer ever in Jamaica. Everyone knows about Pinchers. So right there and then I was booked for Sting, perform at Sting. Lang did not put me in any clash because he want my career to keep going while he's booking the shows. At that time, I was very hot, but I was still performing hot performance, but I was still hurting inside to know that I have lost a great icon. I have lost a father. I have lost my mentor out of the reggae industry, the great late King Tubby's. Rest in peace, King Tubby's. Rest in peace. You have gone but not forgotten. During that time, I was enjoying the music industry, but I can tell you we will be back with part 2. My people, I hope that you have enjoyed my journey in music. It is not yet completed, but I will be back with part 2 where Lady Junie has transformed from a DJ to a singer. So I will come back with the singing segment, and also we will have a part 3 where she transits out of within the same music industry but become a spiritual warrior. So take good care of yourself. I hope that you have enjoyed part 1. I love you. Shalom.